Hello everyone, this is Sandy with Sandy's Crafty Creations, and I'm starting a new Finish It Friday project. This is a Kathy Order Files Paper Phenomenon photo frame memory box that I created for a Halloween project, and the box is completely decorated on the front, and I have this all done, and you can get that tutorial for this at paperphenomenon.com. Look for the photo frame, I think it's called Photo Frame Keepsake Box and Mini Album. Now then, I decided that normally on my Finish It Friday projects I don't videotape them. I just share on my blog what I've done, but I thought that I would go ahead and do a video as I'm decorating this, because I also have a license to teach this class at Flossy Scrappers, and I thought that others might be interested in how I decorated my Halloween box. So I'm going to do this. This is a series. It's a little bit every Friday until it's finished. So the box is completely done. So it's already been patterned and decorated all the way around. And on the inside, it opens with a magnetic closure. It has a handle on one end. And as you see, the box on the inside is completely finished. So we're going to put this aside. And this is what I need to finish, is my album. I have patterned the album on the outside, the spine, and inside these two sections here inside the spine here. So the pages have not been done, and these inside pockets have not been done. So I'm going to start working on this first section first, and I'll share with you what I cut out for each one. So for this pocket section, I decided I wanted to put some spider paper. So I've cut this 3 3/4 tall by 8 3/4 wide, and I'm going to ink the edges a little bit for this. Sometimes I ink, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I think with Halloween it kind of looks good. So I'm going to ink this real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and ink all my papers that I've cut before I actually stick them down. So I'll give you the measurements. This is a flap. Now, the class that I'm teaching at Flossy's, we're not going to do all these flaps. The pages are different, so your pages may look different than mine. This one is strictly following the Kathy Order Files tutorial. So if you're buying the tutorial and you're following that, then these pages follow hers like that. So I needed papers for the top flap, bottom flap, and the little centerpiece. So my centerpiece is going to be spiders webs also. So I cut it 1 inch tall by 5 3/4 wide. So all of this is 5 3/4 wide. So that's going to go there in the center. And then I think, do I want the spiders maybe here? I think I'm going to put my spiders out here. And these are 5 3/4 wide by 2 3/4 tall. Now to figure this, if your pages are different, just always allow a little bit if you want the black to show when you're measuring. I always say measure twice, cut once, so that you're not cutting something that you don't want. And make sure you pay attention to the direction that you want the paper to run. For example, these spiders, I want the spiders going up and down rather than side to side. So it's going to be up to you. Some papers have words or flowers or something that definitely needs to be going in the correct direction. You need to pay attention to that. So I'm inking this up. Get quite enough on this one. So there we go. And then on the side here of this page, where there's a pocket here. So there's a little bit here, and I'm cut out this piece with Trick or Treat on it, and I'm going to run it sideways like this. So this is going the opposite direction, and it is only 1 1/2 inches by 7 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and stick all these down. And I'm going to use an ATG gun. You could use glue, score tape, tape runner, whatever your favorite adhesive is. For me, I'll lay these others aside for a minute. For me, the ATG is a little faster. So I'm going to put this down first. There we go. That's better. So there are words in the background of this paper, so I need to look at it and make sure I'm going the right direction here and stick it down. It's so tiny it almost doesn't matter, but so get that down. And this is a pocket from the top and the bottom. It's a little unusual. That was following Kathy Orta's design on this album. There in the center. This black is really hard. I'm trying to center it top to bottom, but the same. There we go. And now the spiders. Up or down? I'm going to make them go down. This one. And then up on this one. And make sure my Trick or Treat goes to the outer edge here. So turn this, lift this up a little bit. And I hope my head's not in the way. I don't think so. Right there and right there. Just get it straight. Okay. Now then, for these flaps on the inside, you need 4 pieces. So they're all the same as this. Here they go. So I have this striped and these polka dots. So I'm going to put these inside here. And they measure the same as the spiders did, which is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. So let me ink up these 4. And I am using just different Halloween papers from, probably some from 2 years ago, some from 2000, no, I would say probably 2013, 2012 and 2013. I have some Authentique and Teresa Collins. And with Halloween, as long as they're in the orange, black, and cream or white color, I just mix up all different lines. If I like them the way they go together, they work just fine. So I did cut these the same, so I think I'm going to put the lacy part to the left. Here. Polka dots on the bottom. Flip it up and do the other side. And I think I'm going to put the striped one on the bottom. So they're sort of mirrored. I guess that's what you would call it. Okay, this one goes here. this one goes up here. Okay, now I'm going to stop the video and then I'll start recording again. Oops. When I'm going to pick out some ephemera and chipboard and stickers and different things that I want to use to decorate this set of pages here. And then that will be what I'll do for this Friday. Okay, I'll be back in just a little bit. So I've pulled several different things out that I think I may want to use. I'm going to work on this side first. And I have these chipboard pieces. I'm also using some of My Mind's Eye stickers and chipboards from Happy Haunting, as well as a Masquerade Party by Teresa Collins. These are all older collections, but they're all going to work together really well. So for this pocket side, I'm going to put this skeleton. He's a chipboard sticker. So I think I'm going to ink him around a little bit. Just a little bit around the edges where I can get in there. Just so he's not just completely stark white. Just kind of lightly brushed in different areas maybe. Okay. And then I'm going to just peel him. So he's going to seal off part of the pocket side, but I think that'll be okay. And I want to make sure he doesn't come off, because sometimes this self-sticky stuff on the chipboards doesn't work too well. So I'm just going to put some on his body part here on the back side, and I'm going to stick him down. And then his hand's holding out like he's holding something, so I pulled a bat chipboard and put it on black and cut that out. So I'm just going to glue this on the bottom piece that sits on the hand right here, because I want to leave this part open for the pocket. And then I'm going to stick down this caution. Let me ink it a little bit. Get right in here. And then I have these chipboard letters that spell out danger. So this may take me a little bit of time to peel these off. So I'm going to put this down here, so I'm going to do that off camera. Did ink the orange chipboard letters with black soot distress ink, and stuck them down underneath the caution. And then I have these felt spiders, so let's see which ones I want to use, the smaller one or the bigger one. I'm just cutting around the paper first, so if I decide not to use it. I think I want the big one. Let's see what that looks like. Let's peel it off. It's pretty sticky, so I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to stick him right there. Well, I don't want his legs hanging off at the top, so let me move him a little bit. Okay, that's better. So he's kind of covering up part of the caution. Okay, that works good. And then I had this Teresa Collins package of the little file folders. So I'm going to ink this one up. Get the little tabs. It's already made. I just took it straight out of the package. And I'm going to slip that in this pocket right up here. And it will stick out a little bit at the top, but I think that'll be okay. And then I made some little photo mats. So these are the black cardstocks, 4 inches by 2.5. wait, 2 3/4. And so the paper mats are 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. Okay, I'm going to use my stub puncher and punch the corners of all the decorative paper mats for these little photo mats, and also punch each one of those. So I made 4. I'm going to use this black stripe, and this chevron one, and then this one of the striped patterns. Goes with that one. And then this just kind of this beige cream colored wording here. And last one. And then after I punched them, then I'm going to ink just a little bit on the pattern papers. Okay, and then I'm going to attach them with the ATG gun. These are going to just slip down in here in this pocket like that. You do them at an angle or whichever way you want. And this is just to give you some ideas of what you could do if you're decorating one of these types of projects. Just use your imagination, use what you have, make little booklets and tags, all sorts of fun things to fill in, and these can be mixed around in other places if you wanted. Let's get this one over like that. And so you have these, you can put photos on the front, on the pattern side, or on just on the back. So that goes there. So there's 4 photo mats right there in the top of that pocket. And then on the bottom of 112 by 12, well, not the bottom, this is the top, had these really cool skeletons all the way across. This is Happy Haunting. And so this is the 12-inch length, and I cut it just at the bottom of the first set of skeletons and folded it so there's 2. And then I'm going to fold it again. And so this makes like a little booklet. And I think I'm going to like punch a notch here. So let me get a punch that I want to use. I have this We Are Memory Keepers that actually does a tab punch. So I'm going to put that there. It's like a thumb punch. Just kind of center it. And so that's going to go there. Do I want it that way? So I'm going to do another one on this side, just in case I change my mind which direction I want it to go. Okay. And then on the inside here, because this has got the glitter border, it doesn't have it at the bottom because I cut it away, so I trimmed some off the bottom of the original paper. And I'm going to just glue that right along the bottom and put that in there. So let me see, I think maybe I can do it with ATG gun. Let's see here. And I'll put it this direction. Just line it up along the bottom. Press it down. And then refold. And then I think while it's folded up, I'm going to do a stub on all four corners. And then I'm going to ink it. Front and back. And then I'm going to open it up and ink this little notch in here and the inside. Okay, so now it's all inked up. So this is a place for more photos. And then if I close it up this way, then I think I want something here like a sticker. So let me see what I've got here. I think I like Halloween. Put that right there, keeping it kind of flat. And let's see if this will fit under here. It'll tuck under there. His little legs are sticking out. So I like how that turned out on that side. So now we're ready for this part over here. So we have the flaps. Now, we can leave these just plain with the paper because you might want to put photos there. Now inside of here, I have another one of these folders. It was too long, so I just trimmed off of each end. And I want to round the corners on the bottom again. So I'm using a 3/8 inch. Just round the corner on both bottoms, and I think also on the top here. So I'm rounding the corners. And then I'm going to ink this folder. So this was already a folder. It already has the tab on it and everything. It's already folded. So they're just really, really, really cute. And they were in my stash. So this will now just slip into this side pocket here, all the way in, like that, and just sticks out there so you can see to pull that out. Just kind of fit it right there. It's a little short, but if you just put it there, it'll work like that. And I think, let's see, these tab thingy stickers. I'm going to ink, I have this one that says costume. So I think I'm going to just put that on this little tab right here. Let me see if I can pull that out. It has a place where you can write it, but I think I just want to stick it on there like that. I'll stick that back in. Now then, on this part here, I had pulled some things out. So I like decoration, so I have this glittery Beware. I'm going to add a little bit of ink, especially to the flag part. And some glue just to make sure it stays stuck. And I left the cap off my glue, so you have to work with that or get another, grab another one. Let me grab, I always have spares sitting around, so I'm going to grab this one. Add some glue just so it stays stuck where I put it. So this is Beware. I'm going to center it here at the top like that. And then I had this spider web. I think I'm going to put that in the corner. These are chipboard pieces. that in there with these spiders like that. And then we have some more of these spiders left, so I'm going to take this smallest one and I'm going to put it on here, right there. And to see, then I had this banner, so I'm thinking I'm going to put it over here, and we'll ink it, and it has a spider web on it too. And I'm just going to stick it right here. And then I think it needs something on it like a rhinestone or something. So let me see what I have. It's 31 here. Oh, that kind of covers that up too much. So sometimes this part you just have to think and play and lay things out. So I'm going to look at some rhinestones to see what I have that might work. Okay. I have these black, large black rhinestone. I'm going to stick that one right there on the top. And then I've got these red. I'm going to put this on the spider here. And maybe this one's kind of big for it, but I still think I'll like it there. And then I wanted some eyes on this big one, so I've got some little rhinestones. I'm going to put an eye here. Use these little tiny rhinestones. Like that. Okay, that may be too wide, so let's make it a little skinnier, 2.5. Now you can use this. I can use it for journaling or for a small photo. So I'm going to stub the corners. So that one's going to go there. I want to double mat it. I think I want some black on top of the orange. So I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to measure it. So I want black that's about 3 3/4 by 2. Go with that. 3 3/4 by 2. And then I'll stub the corners of this as well. And that goes right there. Okay, so yeah, I like that. And I'm going to leave these with no decorations on the inside so that there'll be room for photos and other things that I want to add. And I like just the web right there. So yeah, I think this one is done. The inside cover and the front of the first page is done for today. This is all I'm going to do for this Finish It Friday, because I have a lot of other projects I need to get done and some kits I need to keep cutting on. But I wanted to work on that, start a new Finish It Friday, and show you how you can start to decorate and add things into your mini album if you take the class for the photo frame memory box. And this is how you would do one possibly for Halloween. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So check back every week. This will be an ongoing thing, so it's going to take a little while to get this all done. Be several Fridays going on, and I'll try to do a video each time to kind of show what I'm doing, and then you can check that out. And then on YouTube it'll be I'll have the same title, so you could probably find it easier that way. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and check back later.